Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Hey, folks, how's our heart rates? Who's got their defibrillators running, folks? Welcome back to the Charger Chat. Instant reaction here, folks. I'm your co-host, Will Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Duggan.
I hit 116. 116 on my Apple Watch.
Score.
New high score on my Apple Watch.
Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
Yeah, it's not a good score. Not good for your heart rate.
Yeah, that was a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly, oh boy.
Oh man, it was a lot of ugly, dude. Way more ugly than I was anticipating. I mean,
on offense.
Yeah, so the good defense,
man.
What was the bad?
Well, see, that's the other thing too. Like defense, like looking back at this game, like Atlanta was on the field a lot. They had the time of possession trophy.
You can't bend any more than that defense.
That was about as much bending as you could do.
That is a Cirque du Soleil defense that can just flex their way all the way to the fourth quarter.
Cirque du Soleil defense.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they kept trucking it, dude. Like, they kept running. I mean, Bijan was running it. I mean, he got pulled there near the end. I don't know if he ever came back in near the end, but I mean, that was the one. That was their lone touchdown, was Bijan scoring, and our lone touchdown was a pick six.
Well, it was weird because the defense, like, you see them on the run plays. We would get blown off the ball 2-3 yards.
Yeah, dude.
Like, they were just consistently getting 5-6 yards on those runs.
Yeah.
But they had the time. Like, I can't imagine that game. There's got to be some kind of record. They had the ball the entire game, and we still won. Because our defense showed up when it mattered most, and they had 4 interceptions, 1 pick six. Tarheeb Steele, I love you. You're my next jersey.
Tarheeb Steele's the man, dude. And we hadn't had a turnover in what felt like 3 games. I think it was 3 games with no turnover, and then boom, we flowed for 4.
I mean,
he didn't get a carry again after that. Hassan.
No, Hassan Haskins did not get one. I mean, hey, shout out to Ladd McConkey, who got over 100 yards in the first half.
It was weird. We were cooking in the first half, but what the hell happened?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it all, so I was driving home from work, and I was listening to Matt Money on the radio. And the stat, I think, was Justin Herbert had thrown it like 23 times, and Ladd McConkey had 11 of those targets. And that was only like 3/4 of the way through the game. 11 targets, it's 50% of the passing share. That's crazy.
Well, the rest of it, it was the 2-point conversion to Palmer.
Dude, the 2-point conversion to Palmer was clutch,
it was a laser beam.
Yeah.
So it was interesting for me when this game started, and then the Falcons decided to start with the ball. I thought that was an interesting choice. It kind of like when we get the ball first, we drive and score the last like 3 or 4 games. We're scoring touchdowns on that first drive. It was an interesting change of dynamic, and like, no, we're not going to let you guys just come out of the gate sprinting on us. So, well played by their coaching staff to do that.
I mean, you can only say well played enough. I mean, they walked away with a loss. We walked away with a win. Yeah. So
it was, man.
Kind of sucked, huh?
Oh, he sucked hard.
4 picks, dude. I mean, that was. But we hadn't had a pick in forever. That's the thing, is like we were waiting so long to get a pick or any kind of turnover, frankly. And like offense, man, like they were trying so hard. Like clearly Ladd McConkey's the guy. Like he's making catches left and right. The only guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Quentin Johnston certainly made a catch and got a first down at one point, but like they just could not get anything else going. I mean, Kamani Vidal also.
He had one good run, but they just didn't feed him enough.
Gus Edwards had, I think, 1 or 2 good runs.
So I take it DJ Chark was not the.
He wasn't even on the field. Or he might have been on the field, but we didn't see him.
He might have been a special teamer, but no signs of DJ Chark still.
No sightings.
But I mean, it was offense just kept getting so close. And hey, folks, if you were at home and you were chanting miss it for that Younghoe Koo in the first quarter.
Oh, dude. We were on the Patreon live stream. We did a live stream on Patreon. Everyone chanted, and we manifested that.
We manifested a missed kick from Younghoe Koo. Look at us. So this is as much our win. We should all get game balls, quite frankly, from that miss.
I'll give you a game ball.
You can have a game ball.
But I mean, it was really, this was all defense, man. I mean, and it was really frustrating to watch because we couldn't get sacks. Like we got a handful of them. I think we got one or two.
He was just
remember correctly,
he was getting the ball out so quick.
Yeah.
But then you look at the other side of it, they hadn't had a sack in like 4 games. And they had like 6 or 7 sacks on us.
Yeah, Justin got hit hard a couple of times.
Yeah, like
man.
Guard center and guards were not the guys today.
No.
I'll tell you that much. I saw Pipkins on his back twice while Herbert was getting sacked.
That happens, but guess what?
What?
We won.
We did win.
We did win.
Sorry, I'm being a little overly negative.
No, I mean, like, it's that instant kind of feeling because, like, because that's the thing is, man, like, when was the last time that the offense never scores an offensive touchdown and yet we still win the game?
We don't. Those aren't
the games. That doesn't go our way.
Those are the games. We do not win those games.
So
not at all.
That's just crazy to see. And also, like, to get to the point where we get borderline desperate and we try to do a fake punt.
Yeah,
on a 4th down.
That was wild.
That does not go.
That is not a Harbaugh thing at all. And we were 1 yard short, and they got the ball, but it worked out perfectly because they got the ball, and then he threw an interception in the end zone. Yeah. So like it was like he was playing another game. Harbaugh was. He's like, we're gonna give him the ball, and then we're gonna intercept it, and we'll have it back. And it just killed so much clock. It was wild because they could not score touchdowns on us. No. They got that first one, but they just could not. Once they got into the red zone, they couldn't do jack or shit on us.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the other thing, too. We also need to shout out Marcus May, which, I mean, for those that haven't kept up on the timeline of Marcus May, it ended up in a situation where Alohi Gilman goes to IR. The Chargers had planned to sign A.J. Finley back to the active roster. But he got picked up by another team, and I believe it was the Philadelphia Eagles. They pick him up, and so there's no A.J. Finley to get after Alohi Gilman goes to IR. So we have to go out and sign Marcus May, a practice squatter from Miami.
And guess who gets an interception?
And not just sign him to our practice squad, sign him to the active roster, too. He's dressing up game day and comes in and makes an interception in the end zone on a pivotal drive.
It was huge.
Yeah, I think that speaks to like the simplicity of our defense. Not that it's simple, stupid, not good, but it's simple enough that these guys that have played in a similar system can just jump right in and know exactly where to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what we've been desperate for after Staley when you have guys not in the right place, giant plays. Like the defense gave up yardage, they had time of possession, but they won the game today.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
It was their game.
It was frustrating to watch because we kept seeing Christian Fulton completions being made his way. And the penalties, man, like even the broadcasters were like, hey, man, the Chargers are the least penalized team in the NFL. And I think we got at least 6 or 7 penalties
minimum. And then the head-to-head, the helmet-to-helmet contact on Ladd that they waved off. Yeah,
there were flags getting waved off.
Just like
everything
what the
just
hell?
Seemed to be stacked against us, man. Like this was a game.
Waved off flags. That can't be a thing anymore. Stop that.
Yeah,
that's not an option.
Well, I'm annoyed with that, especially with those personal foul penalties. Those should go to the box because we have a way better view than those refs did.
Big time.
Like they can do it in slow motion. You can see what that is, and then you call the penalty.
That's what they do in college.
They should.
It's targeting. It goes instantly to review, and then they decide that they can wave it off or keep it.
Goodell, rule change. I'd like to request a rule change.
Did you see that Trevor Lawrence hit?
Yeah, we did. Oh man, that got brought up.
My God, that made me so scared for our sweet boy Justin. You better
same,
dude.
Well, because that's the other thing too. Like I love Justin Herbert, and this is very nitpicky. So please take this as a grain of salt. Like this is not me like criticizing Justin Herbert in like a full capacity. This is just like an observance of watching it. Like he does not throw the ball away ever. He will.
He's always trying to
make
a play. He's always trying to make a play.
Like,
always.
And I don't know what the mentality is. Like, I don't know if he just is not making his reads. If they told him don't throw the ball away, like I don't know where it's happening. But he will always take the sack before even trying to chuck it off to the sideline or something like that. So I don't know what that is. And thank God it wasn't something that came back to bite us in the butt.
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
Yeah.
You know, he's just such a tough guy.
Because he has to get out of the pocket. And when he gets out of the pocket, his legs are so good, he usually turns it into yards.
Yeah.
It's when he's sitting in the pocket, he can't throw it away unless he throws it at somebody's feet. So that's when he eats those sacks.
Well, and that's when you start throwing those away, that's when interceptions happen. So I will take the sack over turning the ball over.
No more sacks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather see him throw it away than take the sack, but it's if that's the mentality, if that's what it is, it's like I can't find anybody's feet to throw it to. Then I mean, God love him for being as tough of a son of a gun as he is, because I don't know anybody else that can take as many hits, especially after watching the Trevor Lawrence hit earlier.
It was tough, the center, because they were stunting. They're doing the same thing a few weeks ago where those edge defenders were stunting on the inside to get matchups with our guards and our center.
Yeah.
And they were just not, it wasn't working.
They weren't ready for that.
It was not working at all.
And even the backup running
blocks,
backs were not ready to block on that. I mean, there was some Kamani Vidal, Hassan Haskins situations where they needed to come up and block, and they were just too little of guys to stop these big D linemen coming in and hitting our boy. But I mean, hey, this sounds nitpicky. It's just, it was that close of a game. It's hard not to be.
There wasn't a lot besides the defense going off at the right times. They didn't have the best game defensively. They just got the turnovers when they needed them.
Yeah.
And they held them out of the end zone.
Big
Like, you
turnovers,
can't,
man.
That game ball to the entire defense.
100%.
They won that game.
Game ball to Jesse Minter, Marcus May, Tarheeb Still, Cameron Dicker for making all of his kicks. Man.
Us for making Younghoe Koo missing his.
Charger chat will gladly accept a game ball.
We'll take a game ball. Sign it, please.
But folks, we just need to get our feelings out here quick and early. These are immediate reactions. We absolutely got a episode coming out to you folks on Tuesday. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a lot of fun. But these are quick instant reactions. And I think that's going to do it for us. Any final thoughts, guys?
Boys, look at what I got at church today.
What is it?
What is that?
Oh my God, is that an ornament?
Yeah.
Chargers ornament?
Yeah, it's a choo-choo train with Santa, and it's Chargers themed.
Oh my God, dude.
How sick is that?
From 2007.
Yeah.
How perfect is that? That's us. We are on the tracks. We're heading down, and we're not stopping. Perfect.
Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, folks.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this instant reaction, folks. We'll catch you on Tuesday. But until then.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.